Hey guys, and welcome to Warren Science, Human Anatomy and Physiology. I'm Mrs. Warren, and I'm so glad you're here. Click on the arrow to get started. Click on your class period number to be linked to your Google Classroom. Welcome to Human Anatomy and Physiology. This is the first page of your notebook, so please add your name, the period that you're in, and then fill in the information under where it says Chambly Charter High School, following the picture to the right. To the left are the state standards that we're going to be covering this year in Human Anatomy and Physiology. Go ahead and take a minute to look over and see what we're going to be learning about this year. So to the right, you're going to see the course syllabus. Go ahead and fill in the teacher name, room number, website, email, phone number, and my tutorial hours and days. Then you'll notice the unit that we're going to be covering each week. We're going to start off with Intro to the Human Body, then move on to Histology, which is the study of tissues. Then we're going to study the skin, which is called the integumentary system. Then we move on to the skeletal system, and we finish the semester with the muscular system. There is no exemption for seniors for first semester's final. Just note that on week 18. And then you're going to need to fill in the percentages for the course. The summative assessment are worth 30%. That includes your tests, your quizzes, and your final exam. The guided group practice is 45%, the biggest category, which includes your notebook. So that's where all your classwork, homework, lab activities, and left page assignments are found. That's why it's so much. And then the 25% category are the projects. And we almost do a project every unit, not every unit, but almost every unit. The supplies that are going to be needed for the class will be due. Go ahead and fill that information in. And then the information at the bottom is about the interactive notebook itself. In this class, all assignments are kept in the interactive notebook. If it's not completed by the assignment date, it can be turned in on the notebook check date for partial credit. So any assignment that you don't have done on time can be made up for partial credit. If you're caught cheating on the assignment, test, project, or lab, you will be given a 0 and no makeup will be allowed. So you're going to sign, and then your parent is going to sign at the bottom. To the left are the 62 DeKalb County objectives that we will cover this year. Here you'll notice the district and teacher expectations for success. I want to really focus on the academic integrity, where students will not engage in an act of academic dishonesty, including but not limited to cheating, providing false information, falsifying school records, forging signatures, or using anything unauthorized like a computer or a cell phone or even somebody else's notebook. Homework is often and will be checked often. Makeup work due to absences. Pink pass is the only way that you are going to be able to get late work checked for full credit. So make sure you have your pink excuse pass. Extra help, go ahead and fill that in for the tutorial days and hours. The cell phone policy, daily attendance. In the classroom, there is a cell phone attendance caddy, I guess we'll call it. And if a student brings a cell phone to class, which you're not required to, you are required, though, if you do bring it, to put it in the cell phone caddy, which is located in the front of the room, which corresponds to your seat number. If the students don't feel comfortable putting their cell phone in the caddy, you guys can keep it in your locker. It may not be in a backpack or a purse if it's in class. If students do not bring their cell phones to class, they will place a card that says that you are present in class. After 3 tardies, students will have a classroom detention to be served before or after school. And then parents as partners at the bottom. There's a list of some of the things that you're going to need throughout the year for the projects. And lab supply help, if you would like to donate, you will get a free stamp based on your last name. And I'll explain the free stamps later in this presentation. This is the left page assignment choices. This is going to be a reference page for you to look back on when you have a student choice. You can pick any of these 15. You could make up your own. You can reuse them as many times as you'd like. So let's take a look at a few. So if a left page says student choice on it, you could pick number 1, which is draw a picture or make some kind of cartoon which demonstrates the meaning of the words in the assignment, and the assignment will be on the right page. You could do number 2 and create a chapter test to help you review. So you write the 10 questions that are matching, and then you do 4 multiple choice questions, and you're using the information from the right page. Let's drop down all the way to number 9. You could use an online crossword puzzle maker or make your own. Students have done that in the past using the words from the right. Now, this is a little note on number 9. It says, remember, you are making the puzzle. So to get the assignment for completion, you first just actually make the crossword puzzle, and then you'll go back later and fill it in as a review right before the notebook check. You could go down to number 14 and create a word search. Now, our word searches are a little bit different. Instead of word clues at the bottom to get credit, instead you put the definition at the bottom and then find the word in the word search. Okay, so these are just some of the choices. You can always make up something on your own if you'd like. But every left page student choice is about what's on the right page. You've probably done thinking maps before. These are the 8 types of thinking maps. And sometimes on your student choices, you will either be told to do a specific kind of thinking map, or you can choose your own. Page 8 and 9 in your interactive notebook go over the Cornell Notes system that we will be using in anatomy and physiology. You've probably done Cornell Notes before, but let me go over a few key points that we're going to use this year. Number 1 is that there's always a left side column in your notebook that's blank. That is the space where you're going to write study questions, and we will practice that as we go through the notes. Also, in the notes column, all of the notes are already written for you. They're typed out. So all you have to do is follow along with the PowerPoint or the Google Slides and highlight the headings one color, the vocabulary another color, and the important info a third color. And important information would be something like increase or decrease, where it's not a vocabulary word, but it is important to what we're studying. Some of the Cornell Notes pages will have summaries, and if there is a summary, you need to write 3 to 4 sentences summarizing that page of notes, not the whole thing, but just that page of notes. And on the left page, I'll explain how to use the left side question Bloom level of questioning. Page 8 will be your reference page for left side questions. In the notes, it will tell you on each of the pages what level of word you're supposed to use in your study question. So if it says level 1, you need to write your question using one of the words in the level 1 box, knowledge. So level 1 would be, what is the definition of anatomy? So it starts off very simple. Level 1 will be phased out pretty quickly, and then you'll move to level 2, level 3, etc. throughout the notes. You just have to use one of the words. It does not have to be the first word that you use. So you could say, what is a way to describe homeostasis? So even though you use the word what first, your actual level 2 word is describe. So the way that I will know which level word you used is that you will underline the level word or highlight it. So that I know that you used the correct level. At the end of every unit, you and your parent, guardian, will be filling out a Yelp review for the unit that you just completed. Now, since we haven't studied a unit yet, I would like you to do this. Answer the question, what are your expectations for the class this year, and why did you choose to take this course? And then at the bottom, your parents are going to answer these 3 questions. In their opinion, how do you learn best? What struggles might I need to watch out for and catch early, if any? And remember, this is from your parents' point of view, not yours. And I need their contact information, either cell phone or email. All right, and then you'll get it signed at the end of every unit, and I will get to see what you guys thought of the unit. And finally, the notebook check. Obviously, at the end of every unit, I will be collecting your notebooks and doing a final grade for 100 points. What you'll notice on the notebook check sheet is that there's a rubric so you can see what is expected on each of your pages. And then there's some boxes, and those are individual grades. Usually they end up being like a lab or something like test corrections or a quiz grade, so individual assignments. At the bottom, this is the main part of the notebook check, and here's how it works. I will pick 2 sets of pages, and they're always going to be side by side. So in this example, it says I'm checking pages 18 and 19. And then you'll see a little symbol. It says LSQ, HL, and SUM. Well, page 19 happens to be notes, and LSQ means left side questions, HL means highlighting, and SUM means summary. And so this fake student here got a 21 out of 25. And LSQ is circled. Now what that means is something was wrong with their left side questions. And then I put an explanation for the score, and it says, quote, what, unquote, is not a level 2 word. So apparently this student wrote what is something, even though I wanted them to use a level 2 question. And so they lost a few points on this set of pages. Okay. Then the second set of pages I'm checking on this little fake notebook check here is page 24 and 25. And I have circled HL, and my explanation for the score was your notes must be highlighted 3 different colors. So maybe this student only highlighted the headings, let's say, and so they lost some points. All right, the bottom 2 pages are really important. It says fave pages, and it then says you pick. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through the unit, and you're going to pick your 2 favorite pages that you want me to look at. Now take a minute and read about the free stamp and how it may help you out in a pinch this year. I hope this little presentation helped you understand how the notebook is run and how human anatomy and physiology is going to work this year. These are some quick links that you guys are going to be using a lot this year, so you may want to bookmark them on your Chromebook or your laptop. Can't wait to get this year started. Bye.